Star Trek Strange New Worlds has an end date, and that's a very good thing. When it was announced that Star Trek Strange New Worlds would conclude with its fifth season, many fans reacted with a mixture of disappointment and surprise. In an era where successful streaming shows often stretch on indefinitely, hearing that a beloved Star Trek series already has a planned ending can feel bittersweet. Yet, when you look closer, this decision might actually be one of the smartest moves modern Star Trek has made. Having a clear end date isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign of confidence. For Strange New Worlds, the knowledge that the journey is finite could ensure that the show finishes strong, preserves its legacy, and remains one of the franchise's most consistently beloved entries. A rare thing in modern television, a planned ending. Streaming television has a habit of running series for as long as possible. Sometimes that works, but often it leads to uneven storytelling, declining quality, or abrupt cancellations that leave stories unfinished. Star Trek Strange New Worlds taking the opposite approach is refreshing. Instead of stretching the narrative endlessly, the creative team can craft a focused arc leading toward a satisfying conclusion. The series already benefits from strong episodic storytelling, reminiscent of classic Star Trek formats like Star Trek, the original series, and Star Trek, The Next Generation. But knowing where the story ultimately ends allows the writers to build toward meaningful character moments and thematic closure. This approach helps prevent one of modern television's biggest pitfalls: a show losing its direction. Pike's story was always heading toward a known destiny. Another reason an end date makes sense is that Strange New Worlds was never designed to run forever. The central character, Captain Christopher Pike, already has one of the most famous fates in Star Trek history. Fans of the franchise know that Pike's future involves the tragic accident revealed in the original series episode, The Menagerie. The moment he glimpses that future in Star Trek, Discovery became one of the defining emotional pillars of Strange New Worlds. Because of that, the show has always existed in a fascinating narrative space, a prequel with a ticking clock. Stretching the series too long could weaken that tension. By setting a final season, the writers can gradually guide Pike closer to the destiny fans know is coming without dragging the story out unnecessarily. Instead of feeling rushed or endlessly delayed, the journey can unfold naturally. A focus on character growth. One of the biggest strengths of Strange New Worlds has been its characters. The series revitalized iconic figures like Spock and Uhura while also introducing new favorites like Lon Noonien Singh and Nurse Chapel in ways that feel both modern and faithful to the franchise. A planned ending gives these characters something many long-running shows never achieve: meaningful arcs with real conclusions. For example, Spock's emotional journey between Vulcan logic and human feeling can move closer to the version fans recognize from the original series. Uhura's path toward becoming the confident communications officer we know is already unfolding. Chapel's complicated relationship with Spock can evolve toward its classic series dynamic. Without an ending in sight, character growth sometimes stagnates. Writers hesitate to push characters too far because the show must continue indefinitely. With 5 seasons as the finish line, however, every development can move the characters toward the people they are meant to become, avoiding franchise fatigue. Another benefit of a defined ending is protecting the Star Trek brand itself. Over the past decade, the franchise has expanded rapidly with shows like Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Lower Decks, and Star Trek Prodigy. While this renaissance has been exciting, it also carries a risk: oversaturation. Ending Strange New Worlds at the right time helps keep it special. Instead of continuing until audiences lose interest,